स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी
Check, 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 check. So game two from ground number two, Argus partners are taking on Kochhar and company. So this is the second league game being held on ground number two here at the Modern School. So once again, two top teams walk out to the middle. Kochhar and company will be batting first. Another exciting game awaits us. Argus partners, they'll be bowling first up.
Hello guys, welcome to my vlog. Please subscribe. है ना वो लड़का सब्सक्राइब हेलो वेलकम टू माय व्लॉग फिर बोल रहा है ये नहीं सीधा बोला सब्सक्राइब है प्यार तेरा
So game two from ground number two. The first delivery about to be bowled. Argus partners. They are batting first. They won the toss, elected to bat first, and right on the money first delivery, and an equally good shot. Plays it all along the ground, straight to short extra cover. No chance of a run though. It's a good start. Kochhar and company with the new ball. What they'll be doing, looking to do, is keeping Argus down to a low total. And first runs on the board. Works it away towards the onside, works it towards the mid-wicket region. They are up and running, the Argus team. Argus. So the non-striker is on strike, and that's an upfield. What a start this is for Kochhar and company with the ball. Pulls it straight, slightly angling in, and the batsman are missing that one completely. Wrapped on the pads, and the umpire, and no doubts there. Brilliant start this. Was exploring good channels, and reaps the reward. An early wicket. And Argus partners have been rocked early. Purushart. He's got the new peach in his hand. He's running in, bowling really good channels. Abhinav. He has to go back. He goes for a golden duck. So Ankit is a new man who walks out. He will be on strike. So immediately on the back foot are Argus partners. So left-hander walks in at one down. We've seen a lot of openers being left-handed. I think it's for the first time we're seeing a left-handed one-down batsman. Ankit Guha will be facing his first delivery. So he will pose his own challenges to the bowling unit. So these are the power play overs. So the bowler just making sure that his field is adjusted fine, and another shout. Once again wrapped on the pads. What a brilliant start this is for the bowling unit. It was wrapped on the pads once again. And I think it was slightly going down leg. But it's always good to keep asking the questions, to keep the umpires busy, keep them engaged. That was clearly going down leg. Good decision. Highly experienced umpires, these two. Ravi Chaudhary And that would be a wide down the leg side. We'll have to re-bowl that one. Just missing his mark on that occasion. That is always a threat when there is a left and right hand combination. You mess up your lines at times. You've got to change accordingly again. That will be going down leg. But the important bit is that the batsmen are not comfortable against him. Good start, excellent start this. Final delivery of the over coming up. Jersey number 23 has been so impressive, has been so good with the new ball. Final delivery, can he finish it off well? He can't, because he dishes out a full toss. The batsman works it away towards the offside, and he's found the gap as well. He gets off the mark with a boundary, and a boundary of the final delivery of that over. 6 for 1 after the first. Argus partners would believe that they got out of jail with that boundary, because they were looking under tremendous pressure. The southpaw gets some width and gets it in the form of a full toss as well, working it away towards the vacant backward point region. Off the mark with a boundary, that will give him a lot of confidence. It's jersey number 10 bringing in the second over, sharing the new ball. So even though a boundary was conceded of the final delivery of the first over, it's a good start for Kochhar and company. A quick single taken, good calling, good running between the wickets. They had to hurry there, and the non-striker was the one who made the call, and the striker had to respond because he was running towards the danger end. Ankit again is wrapped on the pads, but definitely pitching down leg, pitching outside leg. It can't be given out. That's a third occasion where he's been wrapped on the pads. Udit is at the non-strikers end. He's batting on 2. Down the leg side, lets it go, the batsman Ankit. You'll see that at this level, when there is a left-hand, right-hand combination out there, bowlers every now and then will struggle with their lines. These are not seasoned cricketers. They worked really hard for this particular tournament. They worked on their fitness. They worked on their overall game. And it's really remarkable how these guys have turned up for their teams, giving their best, fighting it out, putting their bodies on the line. They're training hard. You see them come pretty early in the morning, have a few knocks during the net session. Meanwhile, another wide. They practice all the drills, be it fielding, be it running between the wickets. So Yogesh just losing the plot somewhat with a flurry of wides. He's a wrong-footed bowler. Never easy for you as a batsman facing these bowlers. Again, excellent running between the wickets. The call is early and good and loud. And that's the key. That's the key. You have to be early with the call. You have to be precise. If there is a doubt in anyone's mind, then it messes up the situation. There is confusion in the middle. There is yes and no calls being made. And that could prove to be a run out. Another couple of deliveries to go in this over. This has been a good one for the batting team. They've made a good comeback so far, these two, after the fall of the first. Fuller length delivery, hits it straight down the ground. What a shot! No chance for long on. He tries, but fails. He had a lot of ground to cover. Was hit straight as an arrow, and that ball was traveling. That was hit really well. Takes it on the full, and all he had to do was clear the bowler. Another boundary to the southpaw. Gets a second. So jersey number 10 feeling the pressure. His first over, and he bowls one on the pads of the batsman. All he had to do there was get some bat on it. That's exactly what he does. Another boundary, back-to-back boundaries. A big over, that one. And Argus, they would be happy. 19, rather 20 for one after the end of the second. Yogesh proving to be expensive in his first over. Udit is a man on strike as Purusharth will be bringing in his second over. What an impressive first over he bowled. Oh, that's another question asked, but that was clearly going down leg. That was fired in full. Had a lot of gas, that delivery. Comes in slow, ambling towards the stumps. And then he rotates his arms over, generates so much of pace. Udit is batting on 3. That's just over the bowler's head. Mid-off gets to it. Just a single. Udit moves to 4 with that single. This is the third over in progression. A good comeback. These two looking to steady the ship after the early wicket that had fallen. Ankit batting on 13. Ankit has looked solid out there. He's been trapped on the pads on a number of occasions, but he's played some delectable shots just like that. Another boundary. So that is why, it's always a difficult task for you as a bowler and as a fielding unit when there is a left-hand, right-hand combination out there. He's bowling the perfect line to right-hander, but since it's a left-hander out there, all he has to do is just flick it away towards the gap, use the pace of the bowler. And he's doing it smartly at the moment, Ankit. It's always a big plus to have a left-hander in your side. Be it a batsman, be it a bowler. They're always an important asset. They work out weird angles, these left-handers. We've talked about left-arm seamers coming in over the wicket, especially when they can move the ball both ways. That ball coming in from a very weird angle for the right-handed batsman, coming from his eye line. That angle makes it even more difficult for the right-handed batsman to negotiate. And you see left-arm orthodox spinners these days. They're such a common commodity in today's cricket. But you see someone like Kuldeep Yadav, a Chinaman, such rare gems. And the angles he creates makes it so difficult for the batsman to pick them. and to score against them. And this format of the game is relentless. You've got to you've got to go for it from the word go. One over can change the course of the game, and Udit gets his first boundary. Again, takes it on the full, heaves it away towards the onside. Natural swing of the bat for the right-handed batsman, and threw the kitchen sink at it. He gave it his all. That ball was travelling, quickly reaches to the boundary ropes. 4 more runs. Even Purusharth is feeling the heat now. Pulled a tremendous first over. Now he's been leaking runs. Again drills it all along the ground towards long off. Gets a single. He will keep strike. That's another good over for the batting team. Third gone. They're 31 for 1 after the end of that one. So Yogesh will continue. His first over was an expensive one. So the captain showing his trust in his bowler. Jersey number 10. And that is exactly why he trusted his man. He was expensive in his first over. Persisted with him. And the team has reaped the rewards for it. The second wicket has fallen. And the right-handed batsman has to walk back. Has hit the middle of middle. They're 31 for 2. It was a nice little partnership being built. And against the run of play, he has to depart the batsman.
जी भाई हाँ हाँ केशव लिया तो बाकी मेरे बच रहे मार्किंग 2-3 केशव कितना खाए तूने रोल रोल कितने खाए थे 2 खाए 2 आपने खाए तो 8 खाए
So the new man who walks out to the middle, Kunal. He'll be facing his first delivery. Another good delivery and a quick single. That could be a run out. And that is a run out. How unfortunate is that first delivery? Kunal wanted a single. He just ran. He just turns it away towards the onside. He ran immediately. Didn't even have a look at his partner. And his partner was staying there rock solid. He didn't move an inch. So Kunal will have to walk back. That is unfortunate. 1 brings 2. They've lost their third. They're 31 for 3 now. Kunal goes back without opening his account. He's run out. And no communication there whatsoever. He goes for naught. And the bowling team is back in the game. Yogesh, meanwhile, continues. It's all happening out there in the middle. After a very good start from the bowling team, there was a partnership being built. Ankit is still out there. Ankit is looking good. He's batting on 18. They started to shift into top gear. And Yogesh, who you thought was expensive in his first over, came back in his second, got a wicket first up. And just after that, another wicket in the form of a run out. Lets it go. The batsman, Palash, is the new man who walks out. So the fielding team crawling back into this game. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. This has been a fine over. Again, outside off, inviting the batsman to chase that. He just lets it go once again. Just 1 run so far in this over in the form of wide. Final delivery of a fine over coming up. Yogesh is running in. Palash played and missed. That wasn't too far away from the outside edge. A hint of movement off the deck. That's the end of the fourth. A fine over, just a wide of it, and a wicket. In fact, 2 wickets. Oh, one was a run out. So 4 gone. The batting team, they're 32 for 3 after the end of that one. So just as I was saying, this T20 format, it is relentless. It can change stories in a matter of a single over or even a couple of deliveries.
एम्पायर के पास बैठाऊंगा वही से करना
So jersey number 5 bringing in a fresh new over. Change in bowling and might be a wide. A loosener there. Just winding up. Jersey number 5 just being brought into the attack. Ankit, he's looked really good. He's looked fairly comfortable out there since ball 1. Scoring at a clip of 200. That is his strike rate. Again, stands tall. Stays on the back foot, punches it away towards mid-off, straight to the fielder. No chance of a run, another dot delivery. So Akshay Nair, he's on top of his bowling mark. Tall, lanky bowler. Takes it on the full once again. And he's really feasted upon those deliveries as Ankit. That's not the first time he's got one there, and every single time he's put it to the fence. Another full toss. Again, just helping it along. That's all he's got to do. That ran towards the fence pretty quickly. So the run rate is still good. The only problem is that they've lost 3 early wickets. Akshay guilty of bowling on the pads of the left-hander. That's much better, much better. Bowling outside that channel, that corridor of uncertainty. Straight into the keeper's gloves. And it is a no ball. Yes, the umpire signals it as a no ball. So 3 fielders are found standing outside the circle, outside the 30-yard circle. There is a sweeper cover, there is a fielder standing at fine leg, there is a long on as well. So it will be a free hit delivery. So Ankit will have the license to go for it. He will swing it hard. Oh, where will he pick? Where will he go? Ankit goes towards the onside. That's his favored region. Gets a boundary. Couldn't even change the field because it was the same batsman who was on strike. But the only thing they could do is bring in one of those extra fielders inside the ring. 4 more runs. So taking full toll of that free hit delivery. The southpaw is looking good. Ankit Guha can maintaining that strike rate of 200. This has been an expensive start from Akshay. And so far for the bowling team, Ankit looks to be the danger man. So has been the case throughout this tournament. The left-handers have posed a big threats. Thickish outside edge. There is a fielder for that particular shot. Standing in short third man. Maybe a couple of feet towards his right or towards his left, and that would have run away for another boundary. He was looking to slice that away towards the offside. Oh, I think case of bad bounce. He's hit the keeper. Will be a wide, but he was hit by the ball. Just jumping off.
हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब
So play will resume now. So over there, the moment reads 43 for 3. Akshay will continue again. Quietly works it away towards the onside. That was a quick single. Good call being made by the left-hander. And Palash was quick to respond as well. So Palash will be facing the final delivery of the 5th over. Akshay has been a touch expensive in his first. He's given away 12 runs so far. Remember, he's bowling within the power plays. The first 6 are mandatory power play overs. After this, another one to be bowled where you need to have only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And post that, you can have 5. Palash, meanwhile, is yet to get off the mark, has just walked out to the middle, has faced 4 deliveries. Final delivery of the 5th. Again, goes for the big swing of the bat. Misses it, all ends up, and that is the end of the 5th. A long over that because of that injury. And 5 overs gone. They're 44 for 3 after the end of that one. So another change in bowling. Pradyuman comes into the attack. Pradyuman will be bowling the final power play over. And Kochhar and company would be aware of the fact that Ankit Guha poses a big threat now. He's well set, batting on 27. He's got a few boundaries off his bat. He's looking good, he's looking dangerous. If they get the wicket off Ankit here, they'll be right on top. And that's where they've faltered. They've bowled around his pads. And time and again, he's put those deliveries away. Have been real looseners. And at the same point of time, Argus, they would know that Ankit holds the key. They need a partnership. They've lost 3 quick wickets. And Ankit has looked good. Has held them in good stead. Just because of strokes like that. Not the timing he would have liked there. Mid-on gets to it quickly. Gets just a single on that occasion. Ankit gets Palash back on strike. Palash is yet to get off the mark. Has faced 5 deliveries. Has to get going. He knows that all he's got to do at this moment is hand back the strike to Ankit, because he's going along nicely, just like that, just like that. He was looking for those booming drives towards the offside in the previous couple of deliveries that he faced. He needs to get settled first, hand back the strike to Ankit. He's batting in a good flow. Has played positive cricket, Ankit. Has put away the bad balls. Has looked to rotate the strike. Looking to chase down a wide-ish delivery away from the tram line, says the umpire. Wide signal. The bowler is not impressed. He was appealing for something there, it seems. So slowly they are approaching the 50-run mark. Argus. Jersey number 9 running in. Again bowls a shot of a length delivery. Ankit stands tall. Just a push. Sensible. Now is the phase that will be interesting. The ball getting softer. It's older. And run scoring won't be easy. It would be interesting to see how Ankit goes about this phase of the game. Remember, this is the final over of the power plays. 2 more deliveries to go in the 6th. Palash is batting on 1 at the moment, right in the block hole. That's squeezed under the bat. The batsman plays it defensively. He knows that he need not hurry. He's got to stick it out there. Stay with Ankit. Take it till the death overs. Meanwhile, another dot. A decent over that. A good one. So that is the end of the 6th power play. Done and dusted. And they are 48 for 3 after the end of the 6th. Our Argus. So the power play overs are done and dusted. Meanwhile, another change in bowling. Vijay Singh comes into the attack wearing jersey number 11. So spinner comes into the attack. So the field restrictions have been eased. Starts off with a wide. Bowls are on the pads. Again, Ankit looking to work it away towards fine leg. Goes straight into the gloves of the keeper. Oh, swing and a miss. That's good stuff. Bowls it a bit wider. The off spinner naturally taking the ball away from the left-handed batsman. He's lucky not to find an edge there. The batsman plays it defensively. Strokes it towards short mid-wicket. Jersey number 11 bowling another one. Brilliant fielding. Brilliant effort that. Puts in the dive. Extends his arms, his right arm. And stopping the ball, making a good stop. Saved at least 1 run for his team. That's a tremendous effort. So apart from that, wide. It has been a very good start. And just as I say that, he bowls another one, another wide. So also the 50 runs up for the team with that wide. And another one. 3 wides already in this over. .51 for 3 at the moment. That's a good stroke. Straight to mid-on. Another single. Score moves to 30. Gets Palash on strike with that single. Another couple of deliveries to go in this over. The run rate at the moment is 7.80. Not bad. The only thing is they've got to keep wickets in hand. Again, just turning it away towards the square leg region. There's this partnership building between these two. They've got to take it deep. Final delivery of the over coming up. This has been a decent over from Vijay, apart from 3 wides that he has conceded. That's a good stroke. Drills it towards long on, will keep strike with that single. That's the end of the 7th. They're 54 for 3 after the end of that one. So another change in bowling. Jersey number 9 comes into the attack, and he'll be bowling his medium pacers, and bowls a wide-ish one. Again, the batsman looking to chase it down. He wanted to run it down towards that backward point region. Remember, just we're out of the power play overs. Just 4 fielders within the ring, so there are acres of vacant spaces out there. The batsman again gets behind the line of the ball, plays it straight back to the bowler. Prathiman pulled a very good first over, gave away just 4 runs. Now he started off well once again. Just ambles towards the stumps, and his focus is mainly on keeping a very tight line and length. Just like that, again looks to use his wrist, works it away towards the onside, straight to short mid wicket. 3 dots on the trot. This is a very good start. They're pulling things back slowly, the bowling team. That's much more like it. They were under pressure initially, but Ankit Goa really is the key. He knows that he can't afford to play a false stroke here. One indecisive moment from him, and the team is in big trouble. They've already lost 3 wickets. 3 top order batsmen are back in the hut. Goes straight down the ground. There is a long on. Just a single. Gets Palash on strike with that single to face the final delivery of Pradhiman's second over. The run rate has dropped, but they won't be worrying about that factor. All they want to do is brew together a partnership here, and they need one badly. Palash has been more watchful comparatively. He knows that Ankit is going along nicely. He knows that 3 quick wickets have fallen. He's taken his time. He's the kind of batsman who, once he gets going, can make the opposition pay. Can just stabs it away towards the third man region. Gets another single, will keep strike. That's the end of the 8th. Tidy over that. Just 2 runs coming off it. 8 overs gone. Argus partners are 56 for 3. So start off a fresh over. Question asked by the bowler and the umpire raises his finger. Vijay Singh bowling his second. Palash was hanging back on his back foot, hurried on to that one. That kept a bit low as well. So just as a partnership was being built by these two, Vijay Singh comes into the attack and provides a breakthrough.
बॉल कहाँ से चली है?
And now the wicket has fallen and they've lost their fourth. Argus. Palash will have to make his walk back to the pavilion. 56 for 4 at the moment. Kochhar and company, they are on top and they are buoyed by that wicket. So new batsman walks out to the middle. Mrinal is the new batsman walking out again. He's bowling well. He's bowling really well, Vijay. And I think he's got a plan in his head, and that is inviting the batsmen to cut it just like that, giving them width. It's not easy on this deck to play the horizontal cut shots, especially in the afternoon sessions when the ball tends to stay low. It's not the easiest of shots. Mrinal off the mark with that brace. Meanwhile, again looks for the same shot, misses it completely. This is smart bowling. He realizes that, does Vijay, and he's bowling that particular line. Has to be mindful of the fact that he stays within the tram line. The margin for error is close to nil in this format of the game. This time straighter. So he will bowl those odd deliveries which are straight and quick. Stays low as well, surprising the batsman. That's what happened with the previous batsman. And extra bit of bounce on that occasion. Once again, he was looking for that cut. A sensational over that. And a successful one. A wicket coming off at 9 gone. And Argus partners, they're 58 for 4 after the end of the 9th. Indrajit comes into the attack. They're using all their options up, Kochhar and company. Indrajit will be bowling the 10th over. Ankit has been away from strike for quite some time now. He's back on strike. He's batting on 32. Has batted beautifully. Has been the highlight of this batting package so far. Indrajit to Ankit Guha, who's batting on 32. Indrajit with his medium pacers starts off with a wide, like most bowlers have in this inning so far. They've struggled against the left-hander initially. Once they find their Ankit back on strike, and that's what the batting team needs. They want Ankit to stay on strike as long as possible, face as many deliveries as he could, because today he really looks to be in his elements. And you really feel Ankit Guha is the key. They've got to put at least 140 on the board. Once again on the pads. He would feel that he missed out there. And that's one more thing we've seen with the outfield. You know, it's not the quickest of outfields. There are rough patches of grass, uneven. And when the ball tends to get softer, it doesn't travel as quickly. Good effort by the bowler. Good reaction in his follow through. As I was saying, when the ball gets softer, generally when the ball is hard and new, it travels really fast towards the outfield because of the weight of the ball. And it's shinier, it's heavier, so it just cuts through the grass. And once it gets softer, it becomes all the more difficult for the ball to travel fast. Every now and then it would hit a rough patch, and it would slow down as it travels towards the boundary ropes. Meanwhile, another single, a decent over that by Indrajit, 5 runs coming off it, and at the halfway mark, the batting team, they're 63 for 4, and now we'll have a drinks break.
स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट।
And we've got a change of ends now. So the bowler operating from the other end. The old school building end now. So the left-hander Ankit is the man on strike. Vijay Singh will be bowling his third. They've lost 4 wickets. They've got 6 wickets in hand. How will Ankit... How will he look to rebuild this innings? To stitch together another partnership. Vijay to continue. That's it straight. That's it hard. Long on does well, but he can't stop a boundary. A long off rather. That was hit fiercely with a straight bat. The score moves to 67. What a way to resume after the drinks break. Hits so hard, hits it straight. A long off tried his best. Couldn't stop the ball. Just having a look at his field is Ankit Guha. Has batted splendidly well. Goes for the shot again. A huge shot and the umpire raises his finger. Ankit is unmoved. He's stunned. He wishes that there was a review. But unfortunately there is not. That looked really close and the umpire had no hesitation in raising his finger. That is a big wicket. Well, he was looking to get a move on, but unfortunately for the batting team, they've lost half their side. What a big wicket that is for the bowling team. That's a big fish. A wonderful knock by Ankit comes to an end. He was looking to steady the ship for his team. Unfortunately has to walk back. 67 for 5 now. So the new man walks out. Jitu Sharma is the new man. The bowler will continue, looks to work it away from his body. The keeper is excited. He's the only man excited though. That was very close to the outside edge. Mrinal is at the other end. Vijay goes for the big and he's picked up another one. The batsman Jitu Sharma wanted to get out of jail. He was looking for a big shot but plays it straight down the throat of mid-on. Another wicket in this over. And what a turnaround this has been. Argus partners have lost their 6. Jitu Sharma goes without opening his account. And Vijay Singh has picked up his 3rd. What a catch as well at mid-on. A one-handed blinder. Argus partners now in big trouble. They've lost their 6th. Nikhil is the new man who walks out. Sensational over this so far. He was taken for a boundary in the very beginning. But what a remarkable comeback this. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. So Vijay into his 3rd over. And his figures already are impressive. 3 wickets for just 12 runs. Nikhil, the new man, now facing a Vijay. Bowls it quick, bowls it straight. Good delivery that quickly gets to it. Make sure that they don't take a quick single there. Final delivery of the over coming up. Impressive over. 2 wickets coming off it. 11th gone. They're 67 for 6 after the end of that one, Argus partners. And they need a partnership. So Indrajit will continue. Bowled an economical first over, gave away just 5 runs. He'll be bowling his medium pacers. And was there a nick there? I'm sure I heard something, but the keeper didn't collect it cleanly, unfortunately. I'm sure that would have been another wicket. He was poking at it. Indrajit bowling it a wide. And he reached out for it again. He's looking to get onto the front foot, work it away towards the offside. The non-striker has a word of advice for the batsman. Nikhil is yet to get off the mark. Indrajit looking to entice the batsman, making him poke outside off, just like that. Goes towards 3rd man. Nikhil finally off the mark with a single. Gets Mrinal M on strike. So now we'd have to think what would be the thought process as far as the Argus think tank is concerned. That's a good stroke, but only for a single. You don't need to go aerial for these singles. You know, we've spoken about this factor that once the ball gets softer and older, stroke making becomes all the more difficult. All of a sudden you see that the timing is not quite there. You have to generate all the power. And the outfield, the slowness of the outfield doesn't help much either. We've spoken about the fact that this pitch is very abrasive in nature, and every time the ball pitches, the ball gets rougher, and there's more help in it for the spinners as the game progresses. Meanwhile, another single. That was a good shot, only for a single again. Aerial, but this time far away from the fielder. The man standing at deep mid wicket comes running across, keeps it to just one. Final delivery of the over coming up. The wicket keeper just donning his gloves there, just waiting for him to get ready. So here we go. Goes big. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Mid-on has no chance. That way over his head, and that's a boundary. What a good hit that is from Riddle. He's like he's had enough of it. He's had enough of sighters. Goes for the big shot, and what a way to end the 12th. A boundary of the final delivery. They're 76 for 6 after the end of the 12th with 8 more overs to go and 4 wickets in hand. Or rather, he had one more delivery remaining. Or has he? No, he hasn't. That's the end of the over. So the going has been slow, but they won't mind it. Argus partners, the idea is to play out all your 20 overs, to play out this quota and make sure you're not bundled out. They've got just 4 wickets remaining. That's a good shot, cracking shot, only for a single though. There is protection out there, there is a boundary rider. Just a single for that good looking shot of the bat of Nikhil. That single brings Mrinal on strike. Mrinal heaves it away towards the onside. Slight fumble allows the batsman to take a quick single. They have been generally very good in the field, Kochhar and company. Bowler again on top of his bowling mark, running in, swings it wide. The batsman, it's away from the tram line. We'll have to re-bowl that one. Slowly inching towards that 3-figure mark. That would be the first thing on their minds. That would be the first realistic target. That's aerial once again. Just falling short of the man. Coming in from long on. Another single taken. And, once again, I feel that playing those risky aerial shots for singles doesn't make any sense, especially when the matter of fact is you just have 4 wickets remaining. This is the 13th over of the innings. Will have to re-bowl that one. That is a wide, and even the keeper misses that. By the time third man gets across, they will take a single. So this has been a slightly more expensive over, pretty much unlike a Pradyuman over. Generally keep things under check. Bowls are really tight lines. The batsman again working it away towards the cover region, getting another single. And with that single, he gets a Nikhil on strike to face the final delivery of the 13th over. The projected score at this clip would be 131. I'm sure they'd be looking at a more realistic 140 if they are to win this game. They would be far more comfortable with somewhere in excess of 140. He will keep strike with a single. That's the end of the 13th. They're 85 for 6 after that one. So start of a fresh over. Again, that's exactly where the batsmen have struggled against. Looking to cut it whenever they've been given any width. As I said, the horizontal bat shots are very difficult on this deck. Swing and a miss once again. That's a quicker delivery coming in with the arm. Nikhil at the moment, he's the man on strike, batting on 5 of 10 deliveries. The run rate is dropping with every dot ball. Down the leg side once again, we'll have to re-bowl that one. Every now and then they've missed their mark. Have the bowlers of Kochhar and Co. Have to be mindful of the fact that every single run counts in this format of the game. It might hurt you. It might hurt you. An appeal there by the bowling team. I think initially the batsman thought that it was travelling down the leg side. It's hit his pads, but definitely going down leg. Can't be given out. There was no shot offered as well. Again, another swing and a miss. And another dot. Nikhil feeling the heat. He's feeling the pressure. And apart from a wide, this has been a pretty decent over. And another wide. Away from the tram line, this time around off stump. So 2 wides of this over so far with 2 more deliveries to go. Plays it straight back to the bowler. Does clean it up in his own follow through. Final delivery of the over coming up. Down the leg side, another wide. The third one in this over. There haven't been any runs scored in this over off the bat. It's only been wides. Oh, just over the stumps. So decent over that, 14 gone. And Argus partners, they're 88 for 6. So we'll get started with the 15th over. The new ball bowler is back into the attack for the death overs. Not really the death overs, but I think Kochhar and company, the captain, believes that it's time to wrap this innings up. He doesn't want Argus to go on till the 20th. Another wicket from here. And they are under the danger of losing all 10 wickets under 20 overs, and that's a boundary. Meanwhile, again, just using the pace of the bowler. They're missing their mark more often. As was on the pads once again, all the batsmen had to do was get some bat on it. The ball travelling very quickly towards the boundary ropes. Nikhil moves to 9. Purusharth, not the best of starts to a fresh new over for him. Again, walking it away. This time there is protection. Deep backward square leg. Nikhil moves into double digits, moves to 10. Gets Mrinal back on strike, courtesy that single. Mrinal batting on 14 of 16 deliveries. So they're slowly inching towards a 3-figure mark. He's been wrapped on the pads. That's on the full. The umpire is unmoved. Maybe going down leg. We'll have to check the replays. Yes, I guess that was going down leg. But a very good delivery. But the pattern here is really strange because once again he's been straying onto the pads. I think they'll be better off bowling around off stump. What the bowler is really trying is he wants to bowl it straight, fire a yorker in and uproot the middle stump of the batsman. That's not happening. He's been slightly wayward. But apart from that boundary, this has been a decent over. 6 runs coming off it so far. Final delivery of the over coming up. He's hit it well. He's hit it straight. That's it. The stumps at the other end will be a dot. That's the end of the 15. 6 runs coming off it. 15 overs gone. And the batting team, they are 94 for 6 after the end of that. So yes, after that slight delay, we are ready to resume. Indrajit will continue. He's on top of his bowling mark. He'll be bowling his third. He's running in. They're 6 runs away from that 3-figure mark. Looks to guide it away towards the onside using his wrist, but there is a field at mid-wicket standing really close to the batsman. That's an interesting field setup because if you tend to hit it really well, maybe to the right or to the left of that fielder, you get an easy boundary. There's a big vacant gap between mid-wicket and long on. The batsman turns it away for yet another single. One more run. The score moves to 95 with that single. Here's a deep mid-wicket in place. A long on. A long off is really fine. Goes big. Long on in action. He's not, because that has gone over his head. That's a 6. What a way to bring up your 100. Waiting for the umpire's verdict. Still waiting. That's a boundary just short of the boundary ropes. So 99. That's a good shot. A really good hit. Looks to go big once again. Catch a thickish inside edge. Straight to short fine leg. Mrinal moves to 18. 1 run away from the 3-figure mark, the magical 3-figure mark. And that will give them some confidence when they get to it. And after this, they have 4 more overs. Goes big. No chance for long on to get to it. What happened there? I think that was just a single, but 100 up for the team. Good to see that single. Good effort by these two. They've combined well. Put on a partnership, and an effective partnership this one. After this, 4 more overs to go. The death overs. Goes big again. That's been ballooned up in the air. Chance. 2 fielders converging, and one of them takes it. Long on. Nicely converging, and he's taken that. I thought it would be a big mess up because nobody called for it, but long on makes it look easy in the end. A fine catch has been taken, so this partnership has been broken finally. The 7th wicket down, but a good knock comes to an end. They've lost their 7th, 100 for 7. That's the end of the 16th. So the number 9 walks out to the middle. Shashank Dikshit is the man. Got 3 wickets in hand. So start off a fresh over. Final 4 overs to be bowled. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. Good take that by the keeper. They've been guilty of bowling too many wides. Yogesh is back into the attack. That's a good shot. Good swing of the bat. And the fielder can't stop it. Another boundary. 4 more runs. Mrinal swings it across, swings it away towards the onside. He's well set now. He's just lost a partner, but he's not backing down from a fight. Goes after it. He knows that there are just 23 deliveries that remain after this one. He's gonna make them count. And he's got to do it. They've got to look to make at least 140. That should be a fighting total. 140 on this desk. That's hit hard. Long on should cut it across. Keeps it to just 1. Gets a new man on strike courtesy that single Shashank Dikshit. He's facing his first delivery. Yogesh. He's running in over the wicket. Thickish outside edge. It's running away. Third man will get around it. Keeps it to just 1. So Shashank off the mark with that single. Gets an outside edge. And again, he swings it across towards the onside. This time the fielder does well. Gets down in time. Keeps it to just 1. Just a single. Mrinal is looking solid. He's batting on 25. And he's looking to put the metal to the pedal. He's looking to accelerate. Has done a good job so far. Final delivery of the over coming up. Shashank is the man on strike. And he's cleared him up. What a way to finish your spell. He's picked up his second. Right in the block hole. That's a toe crusher. Approach the leg stump. And Shashank will have to walk back. They've lost their 8. They've lost another one. Yogesh finishes with a spell of 26 for 2 after his quota of 4 overs. 17th gone. They're 108 for 8. So Abhishek is the new man who walks out of the middle, but he would be at the non-striker's end because the wicket had fallen off the final delivery of the previous over. 3 more overs to go. 18 legal deliveries. Mrinal is looking solid. But is he running out of partners? That is a question. Abhishek is at the non-striker's end. Mrinal batting on 25. He will be on strike. Start of the 18th over. I guess it's Pradyuman bowling his final over, the 18th of the innings. Pradyuman deciding to come around the wicket. He's operated in that particular manner, coming in from around the wicket, giving no room for the right-handed batsman. So that is one problem with that angle. Bowls it down leg. We'll have to re-bowl that one. A wide delivery. Now the best of starts. We've seen time and again start of a fresh over and the bowlers, they've started with wides. That's not the first time we've seen this pattern. I think at least we've seen 17 overs being bowled today, and out of those 17, at least on 14 occasions, bowlers have started a fresh new over with a wide. So the new man Abhishek is the man on strike, taking his guard. Pradyuman, he's steaming in, pulls it outside off, swings it across, swings it hard, but no connection made. Gave it his all there, did Abhishek, and he's cleaned him up again. That's straight through him. That was a wild slog. And the ninth one goes. McCann looks to swing it really hard. He wanted to send it across the road, but he's lost his stumps. And the ninth wicket has fallen. And now they are under the danger of being bowled out within their quota of 20 overs. So the final man walks out, the last man standing. The number 11 batsman shuffles across, works their way towards the offside, straight to the fielder. They don't even think about a single, no chance of a run. 21 wides so far in this innings. He slogs it away, again not off the middle of the bat. That's running away, trickling away towards the boundary ropes. The fielder coming in from a deep mid wicket keeps it to just one. One more run. Dattare is off the mark with that single. So courtesy that single, Mrinal gets on strike to face the final delivery of the 18th. This has been a massive over. A wicket coming off it. Final delivery, can he finish it off well? Looks to guide it away towards the offside. And that's a dot to finish the over. He finishes his spell. Pradyuman has given away just 18 runs and has picked up a wicket. So 18th over gone. Nelson on board. They're 111 for 9 with just 2 more overs to go. So start of the penultimate over. Dattare is the man on strike. Purusharath will be bowling his final over. He started off well, but towards the back end of his spell, he was a touch expensive. Makes good connection there. The number 11 works it away towards the mid-wicket region. And that single brings Mrinal on strike. That's what the batting team wants. There are 10 legal deliveries that remain, and they would like Mrinal to face as many as deliveries as possible. He has hit some really good shots. This has been a mindful innings. Works it away towards sweeper cover. They think about 2. Chance of a run out. A better throw and might have been a run out. He's made it. That was a weak throw from the fielder standing at sweeper cover. You need somebody with a strong arm standing in that position, especially at this phase of the game. The score moves to 114. We've seen 2 low scoring games today on this particular ground. Should be an interesting run chase. Always are. These low scoring games, they're so good to watch. In my personal opinion, they're much more interesting than those typical high scoring one day games. It's always good when The skills of a batsman are tested in a 20 over format. Fuller in length. The batsman again swings it hard. Works it away for a single. One more run. That was straight and full. And with that single, he gets Dattare to face the final delivery of the 19th. Dattare is batting on 2 of 4. Final delivery of the penultimate over. And that's high in the air. That is travelling. That's just short of the boundary ropes. 4 runs. And a boundary to end the over. And it's also free hit. So above the waist. And it's been called a no ball by the square leg umpire. He's put it away, the batsman. And what's even better for him is that he gets a free hit delivery. Good hit. Good awareness shown by Dattare. Final delivery. Here we go. That's a free hit as well. Purshurat has been expensive after that first breakthrough that he provided for his team. Free hit delivery. Short in length, and it's been called a wide. The bowler under pressure now, away from the tram line. Free hit remains. Dattare is a man on strike, batting on 6. He will swing hard. He will go for it. You can't get out of a free hit. Remember, this is the final wicket. Swings across again. Another wide. This is a sloppy cricket from Purshurat. Really sloppy cricket. You look at the extras column when you go back home, you realize how many wides have been bowled out by the bowling team. Close to 25 wides given away. That's really sloppy cricket. Works it away towards the onside, straight to the fielder. And Mrinal sends him back. He wants to keep strike. So a dot delivery, that is a good over that for the batting team. They're 122 for 9 with just one more over to go. The final over, how many more runs can they get? Mrinal is the man on strike. He will be key. So here we go. Final over. How many more runs can they get? Mrinal is the man on strike, batting on 29. He's batted really well. Indrajit is the bowler. And that could be a wicket. Anticlimactic in the end. We all hoped for a good flourish in the end of the bat of Mrinal. He went for it. He gets a toe end of the bat and he's been dismissed. So they've been bundled out for just 122, which means that Kochhar and co will need to chase down 123 in the stipulated 20 overs if they are to win this game. We'll join you as soon as the players walk out for the run chase.
हब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी। हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर
हाँ यार मैच में हूँ कॉल करता हूँ
अरे साले हिलता है चू 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 आती है आवाज
So we're all set for this run chase. Kochhar and company, their openers walk out to the middle. 123 is the target. First delivery, here we go. The bowler running in. And he started off with a wide. This problem we've seen in the first innings as well. Kochhar and company, they gave away as many as 25 wides in that innings. That's a massive margin if you look at it. Otherwise, they would have been bundled out for less than 100 runs. So they start off with a wide, Argus. And that's hit the pads on the way towards the keeper. Good delivery. But again, the line hasn't been really good. Straying onto the pads. If he had got any bat on it, that would have run away towards the fine leg fence. I remember the first 6 overs are the mandatory power play overs. Jersey number 7 is on top of his bowling mark, running again, just missing his run up there, I guess. Just messes up his run up. Will have to reload. Will steam in again. Not the longest of run ups. Down the leg side once again. Another wide. Not the ideal start for you, especially when you're looking to defend a 123, which is not the biggest of totals. As it is, you're on the back foot. Abhishek has got the new ball in his hand. That's cut away. And that's cut away well. He knew what exactly he was doing. Sends it across towards backward point, a boundary. That's a smart shot. Slashes at it, slices it hard. And first runs on the board. Samiron. He's off the mark with a boundary. Abhishek again continues down the leg side once again. Another wide. The keeper almost pulling up his hamstring, trying to stop that one. Almost doing the split. So Samiron is off the mark with a boundary. Gets a short and wide delivery. And he slashes that towards the backward point region. And just because of that shot, there's a fielder there. Third man has been brought in wider for that particular shot. And he's been dropped on the pads. A huge shout. A massive shout. The bowler is convinced. But the umpire is unmoved. Abhishek is fired up. He believed. He was certain that it was going to crash onto the stumps. Our umpire, Mr. Ravi Chaudhary, has got years of experience. BCCI state panel umpire. Again, the question has been asked, and this time the umpire raises his finger. Comes at it again, and he's picked up a wicket. The breakthrough has been provided, and Abhishek is fired up. Once again, bowls a similar line, and this time the batsman missing it all ends up, and he has to walk back. He goes for 4. Samiron. Kochhar and company goes. They lose their first wicket. They're 6 for 1. So Purusharth is the new man who walks out. Comes in at 1 down. He's got his task cut out. 123 is the target. 117 more required. Final delivery of the first over. Abhishek is breathing fire. He's got the new ball in his hand. He's pumped up. Has a look around. Watches where exactly the fielders are placed for him. Purusharth, final delivery of the first over. Plays it towards extra cover. No chance of a run. The fielder quickly gets around it. Good comeback this by the bowler. He's picked up a wicket. 6 for 1 after the first, the batting team. So Prashant will be facing his first delivery. Kunal comes into the attack. Kunal wearing jersey number 55. Bowling from the other end, sharing the new ball with Abhishek. He's coming over the wicket to Prashant. Good bowling action. Good smooth action. And he's right on the money straight away. Just outside the channel. The batsman just pushes it away towards the cover region. Starts off with a dot. Starts off well. That's exactly what they want. They've got a wicket in the very first over. And they'll be looking for more wickets. Argus partners. And nicely put away. Nicely clips it off his pads. He was looking for a bit of swing there. Bowls it on the pads of the batsman, expecting a bit too much off the deck. The batsman easily putting it away for a boundary. Gets off the mark with a boundary. Stylish stroke that by Prashant. It's rather Palash who's bowling from the other end. Palash running in. Full toss again, goes for the big swing towards the onside. Another boundary, back-to-back boundaries. That will give some momentum to the batting team. The score moves to 14. Another full toss. And he gets a full swing at it, does Prashant. Moves to wait in quick time. Had a sighter, the first one, and the next two is dispatched them towards the onside boundary. Remember, the first 6 overs or the power play would be in effect. So fielder has been positioned at a deep mid wicket. And the third man is outside the circle as well. These are the two fielders standing outside the 30-yard circle. Stylish stroke, but straight to the fielder at short cover. Nicely getting behind the line of the ball. Leans forward. Gets to the pitch of the delivery. Pushes at it. That was more of a defensive stroke than an attacking stroke. And it looked whilst playing that you've got to make sure that you stay in shape when you're playing your strokes. And another big shot, but that's high. That's miles high in the air. 3 fielders converging and none of them getting to it in the end. And it's a no ball as well. It is a no ball. The umpire calls it a no ball, so it will be the first free hit of the innings. The bowler is stunned. So the batsman will have the license to go for it. He was looking to work it away towards the onside fence. There was a big vacant gap. Nobody at cow corner. Mid-on in place, and then the deep mid-wicket fielder was stationed close to the boundary ropes. So a change of pads for the man standing at the non-striker's end. So free delivery. He will swing it. He will swing it hard. Another full toss again goes for it. There is a man there, but it will burst through his hands. 4 runs. So it's been a flurry of full tosses, and the batsmen have taken full toll. So Purusharth, he gets a gift. Well, he had to go for it. And he gets off the mark in grand fashion. A boundary. This is a massive over. Big over already. Final delivery of the over coming up. Again, he looks to chase it down. And they've taken a single. That's smart cricket. That is smart cricket. They take a single and it's a wide as well. That's away from the tram line. He was looking to chase it down towards the offside. Wanted to work it away towards that extra cover region. But that was away from the tram line. And even that kept low. That's really tough work for keepers. That evades the keeper, and the batsmen were well aware to the situation. They sneak a bye as well. So final delivery of the over. This is already a big over. Another full toss, and that's a thickish outside edge. That will run away as well. Unfortunate. But the batting team will take it. 20 runs coming off that over. Big over that. 26 for 1. Kochhar and company. And they're going along nicely. The required run rate is below 5.5 now. So Abhishek will continue. He's looking confident. He picked up a wicket in his first over. He's on top of his bowling mark. He's running in. These two batsmen have looked good, especially whilst playing their shots. That was a tight single. There's no real need of that. They need to risk. They don't need to risk calling for those tight singles. The run rate is below 5.5. If you've got 4 more overs of the power plays. Prashant is the man on strike. Prashant batting on 13. Purusharth with that single moves to 5. Good shot all along the ground. Turns it away towards mid-on. Gets another single. 1 more run. The score moves to 28 for 1 at the moment. 2 singles of the first 2 deliveries. .95 still required. Slower through the air, pushes it away towards the cover region, rather towards the point region. Goes straight to the field and no chance for run. Argus partners, they need wickets. They haven't got the biggest of totals on the board. And that will run away for a boundary, another boundary. Again an outside edge. He was caught pushing at it, and no chance for the fielder at third man. Again, the luck going Kochhar and company's way. The score moves into the 30s now. Purusharth moves to 9 with that boundary. That's his second boundary. Fortunate one this time around. The previous one he hit to the fence was off a free hit delivery. He's batting on 9 of just 5. Just 81 more required. All they've got to make sure is that they don't lose any more wickets. That's uppish. That's in the gap as well. Will the fielder cut it off? He can't. That's another boundary. It's going from bad to worse for the bowling team. These two have had their sighters. Now they're punishing the bowlers. And they're punishing bowlers from both ends. Abhishek, who bowled a brilliant first over, has turned out to be expensive. Another full toss and another boundary. That's been the story so far. Most of the boundaries have come off full tosses. We've had two other boundaries. Those were genuine edges. So final delivery of the third coming up. Another full toss and might be another boundary. Yes, it is. Well, that was travelling. Again, not the right line. Straight down leg, a full toss. And they're playing this game smartly, these two batsmen. Purusharth rather, beg your pardon. Just helps it along. 4 more runs. And they're scoring at a good clip now. 40 for 1 after the end of the third. And the run rate has dropped below 5 now. I reckon it would be a good time to experiment with a spinner. 4 overs, rather 3 overs are bowled. And the faster bowlers have been expensive. The required run rate is 4.88 now. 3 boundaries, a hat-trick of boundaries in the previous over, the final 3 deliveries of the previous over. So a change in bowling. Ankit Guha, he was a pick of the batsman. He comes into the attack. Will start off his medium pacers. What a shot that is, getting nicely on top of the bounce. Works it away towards the offside. There was a big vacant gap. Sweeper cover was wider. What a shot that is. Prashant moves to 14, maintaining a strike rate of 200. And Purusharth has been even better, 17 of 7. Down the leg side. There is a fine leg. Keeper missed it, but it went straight to short fine leg. A wide signal, will have to re-bowl that one. Yes, they're quickly approaching the 50-run mark here. These two doing it nicely after that first early wicket. That was a big blow for Kochhar and company. They've come back into this game nicely. These two have combined well. Prashant batting on 18 now. Purusharth batting on 17. Again down the leg side. That's not good. That's not good. You have to be mindful of the lines you bowl, especially when you're just looking to defend a 123. It's a small total. It's a modest total. You have to be tight as far as the lines are concerned. The fielding has to be top notch. You need to put the pressure on the batters. Picking up wickets at regular intervals is the only survival mode you have in this kind of a situation. .77 more required. 77 of 100. Fuller length delivery down the leg side once again. A stifled appeal by the fielding team. Will be called a wide by the umpire. Another wide. Oh, as far as the extras column is concerned, even in the previous innings we saw there were 25 wides given away. That's a crime in this format of the game. There's no margin for error whatsoever. And you giving away free gifts to the batsman. That's much more like it. Much better. Extra bit of bounce. That just zipped up. Taking the batsman by surprise.
They're 3 runs away from the 50-run mark, these two. Fuller length delivery, drives it, but straight back to the bowler, who does well in his own follow-through. Another dot. So the run rate is, the required run rate that is below 5. The current run rate is in excess of 12. They are scoring at a very good clip. And wrapped on the pads, a huge shot. I think the impact is outside the stumps. And the umpire even suggests that's going above the wickets. We'll have a look. Well, the replays will show us better. That was a good shout, nevertheless. Yes, I think the impact was outside the stumps. A good delivery, nevertheless. Ankit running in his final delivery of a fresh new over. Again, he's asking the question, and this time the umpire raises his finger. Second time lucky, and the batsman is not happy. He's not pleased. So that is a wicket, nevertheless. They've lost their second. He's not pleased a bit, but he will have to walk back. That is the second wicket that has fallen. Foregone, they're 47 for 2. So the new man walks out to the middle. Nachiketa is the new man. He would be at the non-striker's end. So another change in bowling, and Purshurat slaps it towards the extra cover region. Sweeper cover has some work to do. Gets around it. Keeps it to 2. Good running between the wickets. That good fielding too. The score moves to 49. 1 run away from the 50-run mark. Nachiketa is at the non-striker's end. Purshurat moves to 19. Good delivery. Nothing the batsman could have done there. Just looks to turn it away towards the mid-wicket region. But the fielder quickly getting to the ball. So just one more over of the power plays after this one. There are 2 men outside the circle. One is patrolling the onside boundary. One is patrolling the offside boundary. Again looks to chase it away from his body. Looks to cut it away towards that backward point region. There's a big gap there. A question asked by the bowler. Appeals to the umpire. The umpire calls it a wide immediately. He was unmoved, unfazed. The bowler, Abhinav, going back to his bowling mark. Down the leg side. Again. He's appealed, but that was definitely going down leg side. Can't be given out no matter what. Meanwhile, 50 up for Kochhar and company. This is just the 5th over. The current run rate has been good. They're scoring at a good clip, and that will be a boundary. Hits it straight. Hits it really well. 4 more runs. So Pushrat is not backing down from a fight here. He will continue to play in the same vein that he started off playing. He knows that there are gaps on offer. This is the power play overs. He will look to plug the gaps. Just 69 required now. They need more wickets, in all honesty. Goes again. No chance for the fielder at mid-on. Another boundary, 4 more runs, back-to-back boundaries. Purusharth is really taking the attack to the opposition. Abhinav has been dispatched for 2 consecutive boundaries. And Argus partners, they know they're clearly on the back foot. They don't have the runs on the board, even though they picked up 2 wickets. I think likely they would like to have at least another couple of wickets. Because if these guys play their 20 overs, Kochhar and company, they are running away with the game. Long on and long off, both underneath that one and right in the middle of both of them. He's risking it, the batsman. It was a very difficult chance, but a chance nevertheless. When you're trying to defend 123, you've got to take those. Would have been a sensational one if he had held on to that one, but that was really difficult. That was close to impossible. So 5th gone. And the batting team, they are 59 for 2 after the end of that one. Purusharth will keep strike. He moves to 28. So final power play over, about to be bowled after this one. The fielders can spread across. You can have 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So Ankit will continue. This is the final power play over. The restrictions would be eased after this one. But the batting team scoring at a very healthy clip. They've constantly maintained a run rate in excess of 10. Here we go. Ankit running in. Bowled a brilliant first over. Picked up a wicket and starts off with a wide once again. Gave away 8 in the first, did Ankit, but came back strongly with a wicket. Purusharth is batting on 28. Nachiketa, meanwhile, who's just walked out to the middle, hasn't faced a single delivery, has been stranded on the non-striker's end. Nicely getting behind the line of the ball. The batsman just pushes it straight back to the bowler. No chance of a run there. So, yes, these dot balls will help, but Argus partners, what they require really are wickets, and heaps of wickets. Jersey number 23. Ankit again steaming in. Full toss, and he's relished those full tosses as Purusharth in this innings. He was not able to make any contact on that one, and that's been called a no ball by the umpire. That's a free hit. That was above the waist height. Now will be a free hit delivery. Just probably slipping out of his hands. Had a swing at it, no connection made, but it will be a free hit delivery. He will go for it once again. Purusharth, not that he needs a second invitation. That's the way he plays. loves the attacking game that's been dropped on the pads. An appeal made by the fielding team, but it was a free delivery, can't be given out. So they sneak a leg by. So Nachiketa he'll be facing his first delivery. Nachiketa. The current run rate is still more than 11 and a half. First delivery, Nachiketa faces and again greeted with a full toss. Good stroke by Nachiketa and that's gone for 4. That's sloppy work by the fielder standing at sweeper cover. And that will give a lot of confidence to Nachiketa. A friendly full toss. Times it nicely towards covers. That's gone through for a 4. Nachiketa off the mark with a boundary. Now just 57 required. The current run rate is 12. Another full toss. This time he works it away towards the onside. A lot of work to do for the fielder coming in from mid-on. He can't get to it. Back-to-back boundaries once again. The score moves to 70. They're dealing in boundaries. Kochhar and company. And what a power play this has been for them. They've lost 2 wickets, yes. But they've scored at such a healthy clip. It seems like they're running away with the game at the moment. I think they're also watching out for the net run rate. Not that it matters in this tournament. But at the moment, it all seems a bit too easy for Kochhar and company. Palash standing at mid-on having a word with Ankit. They're having a confab, the bowling unit. So talking about the field placements, just 2 outside the circle at the moment. A long on and sweeper cover. The bowler running in and he guides it away. And another misfield. 4 more runs, another boundary. This is not doing any good to the fielding team. They've erred in the field. You can't really afford to do that when you're trying to defend 123. He opened the face of the bat and shot. Third man was positioned there for that particular shot. And it's a hat-trick of boundaries. A hat-trick of boundaries for Nachiketa. What a good start he's had to the innings. 3 deliveries he's faced and he's raised to 12. Another low full toss again, plays it all along the ground. Could be another one, 4 in a row. What a massive over that is. What a power play as well. 6th gone, there's 78 for 2. Brilliant partnership, 31 of just 13. Nachiketa has moved to 16, would you believe it, of just 4. Just 45 required for the batting team now.
ये बोला दूसरा ग्राउंड नीचे वाला ये बताओ लग रहा नीचे वाला ये बोला मैं दूसरे ग्राउंड पे कैच कर रहा देखो अरे ये बोलो ग्राउंड मन को बताओ हाँ हाँ देखो बता दो ना
So brilliant start for Kochhar and company. Just 45 required of the next 14 overs for them. They're going along nicely. Purusharth batting on 28 of just 16 deliveries, and Nachiketa, look at that strike rate of 400. Now you are allowed 5 fielders outside the circle, and no chance of a run there. Purusharth has faced 17 deliveries. He's batting on 28. Abhinav will be bowling his second. Argus partners, they're looking for wickets. That's the only way to come back into this game. Abhinav was a touch expensive in his first. Drills it towards long on Purusharth. Palash does well, quickly gets to it, keeps it down to just a single. And Nachiketa, he's looked so fluent, was greeted with a full toss and has really put away the bad deliveries. Oh, and that was really close. That was really close. That was a brave leave from the batsman. Yes, that was turning and that was looking to go down leg, but that was a brave leave. He's lucky that it turned. Plays that off the back foot, punches it straight to short mid wicket. Beg your pardon, short cover rather. The score at the moment 80 for 2. He's nicked it, genuine edge. There is no slip though. No slip. If there was a conventional slip fielder in place, would have gone straight into his hands. Nachiketa batting on 16. Again, another nick. And that is really unfortunate. That will run away towards the fence. Same delivery, same result. Nicked one. Should have had a slip in place, or maybe asked the short third man to move in finer. But that has evaded the keeper and also the third man. भाई कहाँ है तुम्हारे हेडफोन? कहाँ है? कार्टून देखने बैठ के. Final delivery of the over coming up. Low full toss, turns it away towards long on, gets a single, will keep strike. That's the end of another eventful over. 7 gone. And the batting team there 85 for 2 after the end of that one. He will keep strike, Nachiketa. Just 38 required. 13 overs remain. This will be quite a statement if Kochhar and company can wrap this up within the 12th over. Would be a massive victory. We saw a one-sided game, the first one today. And now once again, this is almost a one-sided game until and unless Argus gets a wicket here. And I'm afraid to say that just one wicket won't do it for them. They need at least 2 or 3 to make a comeback, to even hope for a comeback into this game. And Nikhil meanwhile into the attack, time for some spin. Nikhil will be bowling his off spinners. Good flight on offer. Bowls it really slower through the air. Giving it the air. No chance of a run there. This is the 9th over. This is the 8th over rather. Again beaten in the air once again, slower through the air. with an offer that was a genuine edge. That was a tough chance. Finally, the skipper having a slip in place. And that's been put down, that's been grasped. But I tell you what, that was a very difficult chance. What a shot, what a shot. Sweeper cover won't be able to stop it. 4 more runs. All along the ground. And times it superbly, Nachiketa. He moves to 25. And he's already got 6 hits to the fence. Brilliant batting. Now just 34 required. The run rate, the required run rate that is, has dropped below 3. Goes for the reverse hit. Not coming off. He would be upset with himself. Trying something fancy. I think he's better off sticking to the more conventional strokes. Final delivery of the over. Uses his feet nicely. Again towards the sweeper cover region. Will keep it down to just a single. So he will keep strike. That's the end of the 8th. So the score for the batting team, they're 90 for 2.
वहां भी 4 ही ओवर हुए. 30 रन. 124 है टारगेट.
So start of a fresh over again. Once again, that is a very brave leave. Abhinav into a fresh over. Abhinav will continue. Sweeps it nicely. He's found the gap there. 4 runs. How well he gets to the pitch of the delivery. Plays spin so well, does Nachiketa. Plays it all along the ground once again. He's showing his prowess here. He's been good all along the ground. They are approaching the 3-figure mark. That's again sloppy work in the field. Allows the batsman to take an easy single. 1 more run taken. .27 more required. Goes big. That's high in the air. There's a chance. Just away from the fielder. He was backpedaling. But unfortunate. That really sums up the day for Argus partners. They've had a horrible day out there. Good stroke, but straight to the fielder, standing at short cover. They're 3 runs away from the 100-run mark. Punches it off the back foot. Straight to sweeper cover. Another single. Looks fairly easy for them. They haven't been posed any threats. They're batting worry free now. Goes again, losing his shape once again. That's a thickish outside edge. That will run away for another boundary. There's no chance for the fielder to stop that one. Another 4. Again, not quite where he intended to hit it, but they will take those boundaries. With every single delivery, Argus partners are losing hope. So 9 overs done and dusted. 100 up for Kochhar and company with a boundary as well. They're 102 for 2 after the end of the 9th. And the required run rate has dropped below 2 now. Just 21 required. Start of a fresh over. Abhinav just wrapped up his third. Has been expensive today, Abhinav. The off spinner comes into the attack, drills it towards long on. Again a single. So Nikhil bowling his second, gave away just 5 runs in his first over.
Goes big. Goes towards the onside. There's a big vacant gap there. And it's another boundary. He's picking up the gaps nicely. He's so good leaning into the shot. Works it away towards the onside. Both these batsmen have picked the gaps nicely. They've figured out where exactly each fielder is. And it's almost like they've got a blueprint of the field. And another boundary. Straight down the ground. He saw that long on had moved a bit wider. Hits it straight. No chance for that fielder. So Purusharth, he's approaching a fine half century. What a knock this has been. Just 11 runs are required now. Well, this has been a dominating performance by Kochhar and company. Purusharth moves to 42 of just 22 deliveries. Look at that strike rate. Impressive, really impressive. And now the required run rate is almost 1. Just 1. Just 11 required of the next 63 deliveries. They are 2 big hits away from a victory. This would be a landslide victory when they get there. They've got 8 wickets in hand. Nachiketa is at the non-striker's end. He's batting on 33. He has been impressive too. Down the leg side. Stifled appeal by the keeper, but will be signalled a wide. So now just 10 required. Purusharth is 8 runs away from what will be a fine half century. At this point of time, we would really like to thank our sponsors, Hamdard Safi, Self Society of Indian Law Firms, Turf Sports Management, Ram Ratan Group, the Bar and Bench, the Indian Legal News. Plays a wideish delivery towards the sweeper cover region. Gets another single, the batsman. Nachiketa moves to 34, courtesy that single. Final delivery of the over coming up. Purusharth, the man on strike, goes up. It's high, but long on will get around it. They should have looked for a second there, but they haven't. I think it's a no ball, yes. The umpire calls it a no ball, so it will be a free hit. The bowler overstepping. So it's going from bat to worse for the bowling team. Free hit delivery coming up. He will go for it. Advances down the ground, almost yawking himself. Drills it towards long on. Will get a single, will keep strike. That's the end of the 10th, and at the halfway mark, they're 116 for 2 with just 7 more runs to get. For victory, and is that the one?
No 4 runs. Scores are level. Scores are level now. 1 run away from victory here. Purusharth, the man on strike, plays the reverse sweep. All he had to do was hit it over the head of the fielder standing at slips. So scores are tied. 1 run away from victory. What a massive win this will be for Kochhar and company. And that's the winning stroke. Turns it away towards the onside. Sensible by the batsman. What a convincing victory this has been for Kochhar and company. They won this one, and they've also dented the confidence of Argus partners. They won this one by 8 wickets in hand, and with over 9 overs to spare. A big margin. That is a massive margin. A convincing victory for Kochhar and company in the end. They are marching ahead in this tournament, and they'd be really confident with that victory. Argus partners, whereas have a lot of rethinking to do. They've got to think about the team combination and working on the skill sets as well. They've got a lot of planning to do as well, because this is a very long tournament. But what an effort this has been by Kochhar and company. They would be really happy with their efforts. All the boys are all smiles. They're walking across, handshakes going on. And we'll join you when the presentation party takes place.